Beloved ones of the divine light, I come to you now in the sacred name of peace, healing, and prosperity fulfilled, for the time of divine restoration is upon you. The vibrations of the earth are shifting rapidly, and with this great movement, a wave of celestial light flows through the very fabric of your being. You have walked through cycles of struggle and endurance, through moments when the light seemed dim, yet I tell you now that every step of that journey has been sacred, every tear a seed for the harvest that is now ready to bloom. The heavens have heard your cries, and your prayers have not been in vain. Peace, my beloved ones, is not the absence of conflict but the presence of divine order, where the soul finds alignment with the Creator's will. The turbulence of the outer world cannot shake the stillness of a heart rooted in divine truth. You are being called to release the patterns of resistance, to allow your heart to expand and welcome the infinite peace that has always been your birthright. I, Michael, stand beside you as the guardian of your courage and the sword of divine justice, cutting through the illusions that have kept you in fear. It is time to return to your original state of grace. The peace I bring is not temporary or conditional, it is eternal, flowing from the source of all creation, radiating through your spirit, mind, and body. Let go of the burdens you carry and surrender them to the light, for you were never meant to bear the weight of the world upon your shoulders. When you surrender your pain to the divine, it is transformed into power, and when you release your doubts, they are replaced with divine clarity. Healing, my beloved, begins the moment you remember that you are whole. You were never truly broken, only separated from the awareness of your divine essence. Every wound you have experienced is a portal for light to enter, every scar a testament to your resilience. Allow the sacred energy of healing to flow through you now, cleansing your cells, aligning your chakras, and restoring harmony within your soul. The Divine Mother and I envelop you in frequencies of renewal. Feel the soft golden light entering through your crown, descending gently into your heart, filling you with serenity. Let that light spread throughout your being until it touches every memory, every emotion, every fragment of your energy field. This is the restoration of your divine blueprint. You are not what has happened to you. You are what you choose to become in the light of divine truth. Healing is not only for your body but for your consciousness, for the mind must also be purified of fear, guilt, and limitation. The new frequencies entering Earth at this time are preparing all souls to awaken to their multidimensional nature. As you align with these vibrations, you begin to vibrate at the frequency of love and abundance, where prosperity naturally flows. Prosperity is not only material wealth, it is the fullness of life expressed through joy, peace, and creative power. The universe responds to your vibration, and when you are at peace within, the outer world begins to mirror that harmony. Many of you have struggled with feelings of lack, believing that abundance is something to be earned, but I tell you, abundance is your divine inheritance. It is the natural expression of a soul that lives in alignment with its purpose. The Creator withholds nothing from you. It is only the fear of unworthiness that blocks the flow. Therefore, I call upon you to affirm now your readiness to receive. Speak within your heart, I am open to the infinite blessings of the divine. I receive with gratitude, and I give with love. As you do so, you activate the sacred current of prosperity that moves in endless circulation throughout creation. The more you give from love, the more you receive in grace. The law of divine exchange is absolute and eternal. You are never depleted when you give from the heart, for what you share in love multiplies and returns to you in even greater measure. The angels of abundance walk among you, guiding opportunities, aligning connections, and opening doors that once seemed closed. Trust in divine timing, for every gift you seek is already on its way, awaiting the moment when your vibration resonates in harmony with it. Peace, healing, and prosperity are not distant blessings but living realities that begin within. The outer world cannot sustain what the inner world rejects. Therefore, cultivate peace within your thoughts, forgiveness within your heart, and faith within your soul. Many are now being called to become conduits of this divine light, to anchor healing and prosperity into their families, communities, and nations. The shift you seek in the world must first begin in you. As you rise in frequency, you lift others through your presence, for light expands wherever it is anchored. Let your words carry healing. Let your actions reflect divine integrity. Let your mind dwell upon what uplifts and inspires. When you do this, the entire universe responds, and miracles begin to unfold effortlessly. Do not seek to control outcomes but allow them to manifest in divine order, for what is meant for you cannot be lost. Trust that every seeming delay is a preparation, every challenge an initiation into greater strength. My beloved, you are stepping into a time where divine fulfillment will manifest swiftly. The energy that once felt stagnant is now moving into creation. You will see the fruition of long-held prayers and the awakening of new opportunities. Stand firm in faith and open your heart to receive what has already been written in your destiny. The era of divine peace and prosperity is not a dream but a reality emerging now through you, for you are the living temple of divine will made manifest on earth. Beloved ones, I speak now of urgency and divine timing, for the clock of heaven moves in perfect order, and the great unfolding of destiny is now accelerating upon your earth. Many of you have felt the intensity of these times, the quickening of energies, the shifting of relationships, the collapsing of structures that once seemed immovable, and yet, know this, all that is occurring is aligned with divine purpose. The heavens have decreed that the time of awakening is now, not in some distant era, but within this very breath you take. Each soul upon this planet stands at a crossroads of awakening or slumber, of faith or fear, and it is through your conscious choice that the path ahead is determined. The urgency you feel within your spirit is not born of anxiety but of divine remembrance, the stirring of your higher self calling you to action. You are not here by accident. You were chosen to be incarnated in this precise moment of history to assist in the great transformation of humanity. The earth trembles not with chaos but with rebirth. And just as the seed must break open for new life to emerge, so too must the illusions of the old world dissolve to make way for divine truth. I tell you now, the time for hesitation is over. Those who delay their inner work or resist the changes that are being divinely orchestrated will find the energies of the new world too intense to ignore. The portals of light are opening, and every soul is being called to align with their divine mission. Trust that you are being guided even when the path is not yet visible. The divine plan unfolds with perfect precision, and though you may not yet understand the full design, every experience is contributing to your awakening. The timing of the universe is flawless. Many have prayed for signs, and I say to you, the signs are everywhere. Within your dreams, your synchronicities, your intuitive impulses, and the unexpected coincidences that guide your steps. The divine does not delay, it aligns. When you feel as though something is not happening, it is not denial but preparation. The timing of heaven ensures that every manifestation arrives at the moment when it can serve the greatest good for all. Therefore, release your impatience and trust in divine orchestration. What is meant for you will not pass you by. You are being prepared for new levels of service, love, and purpose. The energies that surround you are accelerating to awaken you into higher consciousness, for humanity is moving from the age of separation into the age of unity. This transition may appear chaotic to the human mind, but from the higher realms, it is the birth of light into matter. You are being invited to move swiftly with the flow of divine will, to let go of old attachments, beliefs, and limitations that no longer serve your growth. Those who align themselves with divine timing will find miracles manifest effortlessly, while those who cling to the past will experience resistance and confusion. The key is surrender, not passive resignation, but active trust in divine intelligence. Beloved ones, I urge you to listen deeply within. Your intuition is the voice of the divine whispering in your heart, guiding you toward the actions that must now be taken. You are being called to step into your higher service, to awaken the gifts that have lain dormant, to share your light boldly without fear of judgment. The world needs your authenticity, your courage, your compassion, and your unwavering faith. You are not waiting for the divine to act. The divine is waiting for you to respond. The urgency of this time is sacred. It is not meant to frighten but to awaken. For centuries, humanity has lived in forgetfulness of its divine origin, but the veil is thinning now. The call of heaven echoes through every soul. Awaken, remember, and rise. The changes that are coming will unfold swiftly, and those who walk in alignment with divine timing will become beacons of peace amidst transformation. Do not be distracted by the noise of the outer world, for it seeks to pull you into fear. Instead, anchor yourself in faith, for faith is the bridge between the unseen and the manifest. The spiritual clock of the cosmos does not measure time as you do, it measures readiness. When your vibration matches the frequency of your desires, manifestation is instantaneous. Therefore, use this period wisely to purify your intentions, to clarify your purpose, and to align your heart with divine will. Each thought, word, and action carries the power to shape your reality. This is why you are called to be vigilant in consciousness, to choose love over fear in every moment. You are co-creators of the new world, and your alignment determines the speed of its unfolding. The divine does not rush, yet the energies of this era demand movement, action, and awakening. There are moments when you will be called to act quickly, to speak truth, to offer love, to stand for light. Do not doubt those impulses, for they are divine instructions delivered directly to your heart. The time of waiting is complete. The time of doing has begun. Every choice you make now echoes through the timelines of creation, influencing not only your life but the collective destiny of humanity. This is why you are urged to awaken fully and consciously participate in the divine plan. Beloved ones, divine timing is not something that happens to you. It happens through you. When you align with the rhythm of the universe, everything flows with grace. You become attuned to the heartbeat of the cosmos, and in that resonance, all things fall into place. The miracles you have long awaited are already in motion. They are approaching swiftly as you match their vibration. You must act with faith, knowing that every step you take in trust moves mountains in the unseen realms. I, Michael, walk beside you in every moment, ensuring that what belongs to you in divine law cannot be lost. Stand firm in the light, act when prompted by the divine voice within, and know that the timing of heaven is always perfect. The season of awakening is now, and those who answer the call will be lifted into the higher frequencies of peace, power, and divine purpose. The urgency you feel is the signal of your soul, reminding you that your time to shine is here. Beloved ones of light, I now speak to you about protection and the spiritual warfare that surrounds your world in this sacred hour of transformation. Do not fear these words, for I do not speak of war as men understand it, but of the eternal battle between light and shadow, truth and illusion, love and fear. This battle has existed since the dawn of creation, yet it is not fought with weapons of destruction but with the power of divine consciousness. Each of you carries within your being the flame of divine light, and it is this light that the shadows seek to extinguish through doubt, confusion, and despair. But I say unto you, the darkness has no power over those who stand firm in truth, for light dispels all shadows effortlessly. You are not helpless in this struggle. You are warriors of the divine, equipped with the armor of faith, the shield of truth, and the sword of love. You are never alone, for I, Michael, along with legions of celestial beings, surround you with radiant protection at all times. When you invoke my name or call upon the presence of divine light, the hosts of heaven respond instantly, surrounding you with frequencies that no darkness can penetrate. Fear not what you see in the world around you. Fear not the chaos, the deception, the confusion, for these are but the final cries of a dying age. The old energies resist their dissolution, but they cannot withstand the rising frequencies of divine truth now anchoring upon earth. Stand strong, beloved ones, and remember your authority as children of the Most High. You are not victims of darkness. You are emissaries of divine light sent to transform it. The true warfare is not external but internal. It is the battle to master your thoughts, your emotions, and your energy. Each time you choose love over fear, you claim victory for the light. Each time you forgive instead of retaliate, you disarm the shadows. Each time you affirm your divine identity, you strengthen the grid of light surrounding your planet. Therefore, do not be drawn into the illusions of division, anger, or hopelessness that the lower energies project. These forces feed on confusion, but when you stand in awareness, they dissolve before your radiance. The greatest protection you can possess is the vibration of unconditional love, for love is the highest frequency in existence, and no darkness can endure in its presence. Many of you have felt the weight of psychic attack, energy drain, or emotional heaviness during these times of heightened transformation. This is natural, for as your light increases, it draws attention from those energies that resist evolution. But hear me now, you have nothing to fear. The moment you recognize your divine power, you stand in authority over all lower energies. You need not fight them. You simply stand in light and declare, I am one with the divine, and no darkness has power over me. Speak these words and mean them, and watch as the shadows flee. Surround yourself daily with the blue flame of protection, the divine fire of truth that I, Michael, guard and wield. Envision it encircling you, your home, your loved ones, and your path. This flame purifies all distortions, severs all cords of fear, and restores the harmony of divine order. Remember, the true battlefield is within consciousness, and victory comes not through aggression but through awareness. You are being trained now to master your spiritual energy, to discern truth from illusion, and to hold your vibrations steady amidst turbulence. This is your initiation into divine mastery. The time of passive spirituality is over. This is the era of active light, where you must stand as beacons of peace in a world struggling to remember its divine essence. Protect your mind by choosing what you allow to enter it. Guard your thoughts, for they are creative forces. Protect your heart by releasing resentment and judgment, for these weaken your field. Protect your energy by staying grounded in prayer, meditation, and gratitude, for these anchor you in divine flow. Remember, every moment of peace you create within yourself radiates outward, dissolving negativity in the collective field. You are light workers, transformers of energy, and your consciousness is your greatest weapon. Many have asked, Archangel Michael, why must we face these trials? And I say to you, because the soul cannot shine without contrast. Every challenge you face is a training ground, preparing you to hold greater light. You are not being punished, you are being refined. As gold is purified by fire, so too are you purified through the flames of transformation. Do not curse the tests, for they are evidence that you are ready for mastery. Stand firm, and know that with each victory of the heart, the shadows lose power over your life. Call upon me when you feel weary, and I will strengthen your spirit. Call upon the light when you feel surrounded, and it will blaze brighter within you. Call upon the divine, and you will remember that you are never abandoned. The army of light grows stronger with every awakened soul, and together, we form an unbreakable shield of divine justice around this planet. The forces of darkness tremble before your awakening, for they know that once humanity remembers its divinity, their reign ends forever. So I urge you, beloved ones, to walk boldly in the armor of light. Let your faith be unshakable, your love unconditional, your heart courageous. Do not seek to destroy darkness. Transform it by being the light. The world is being reborn, and every act of compassion, every prayer, every moment of forgiveness contributes to that rebirth. You are the hands and hearts of heaven made manifest on earth. I, Michael, promise you this: no harm shall befall those who stand in divine truth, for the power that protects you is the very power that created the stars. You are safe, you are loved, and you are eternally guided. The war between light and shadow is ending, and the victory of love is assured. Hold your light high, beloved warriors, for your presence is the dawn that dispels the night. The era of peace you have long awaited begins within you, and through your steadfast faith, it shall manifest upon the earth. Beloved children of the divine, I now speak to you of spiritual awakening and transformation, for this is the heart of your ascension and the sacred reason for which you chose to incarnate at this moment in Earth's history. The awakening of the soul is not a single event but a continuous unfolding, a gradual remembrance of who you truly are beneath the layers of illusion and human conditioning. You are eternal beings of light, sparks of the infinite source, and every lifetime, every experience, has led you to this point of remembrance. The world you see before you is a mirror reflecting the inner state of collective consciousness, and as you awaken, the mirror begins to change. You are the co-creators of the new earth, and your transformation is the foundation upon which it is built. No longer can you live divided between fear and faith, for the energies of this new age require full alignment with divine truth. The awakening begins with awareness, the realization that you are more than your thoughts, your emotions, or your physical form. As you awaken, you begin to sense the vastness of your spirit, the eternal presence that witnesses all experiences with calm and compassion. This awareness opens the door to transformation, for once you remember your divine identity, you can no longer live in the same patterns of limitation. The old self begins to dissolve, and though this process may feel like loss or chaos, it is in truth a sacred rebirth. Every ending is but the beginning of a higher cycle, every surrender an opening for divine grace. Do not resist the changes occurring within you, beloved ones, for they are signs that the divine is working through your life. Transformation demands courage, for the soul must release all that is false to reveal what is eternal. Many of you are being called to release attachments, to people, beliefs, fears, and even dreams that no longer serve your highest good. Trust that as you let go, something far greater is taking root within you. The divine does not take from you. It clears space for your highest destiny to unfold. The process of awakening may at times feel lonely, for the old vibrations fall away before the new can fully anchor. You may find relationships shifting, your desires changing, your heart yearning for something deeper and more authentic. Do not be discouraged, for this is the natural rhythm of ascension. The caterpillar must enter the cocoon before it becomes the butterfly. The darkness of transformation is not a punishment but a sanctuary, a space in which the soul realigns with its divine blueprint. Allow the old self to fade, and welcome the light of your higher self as it descends fully into form. You are being recoded with the frequencies of divine intelligence, preparing you to live as conscious creators in the new reality emerging upon the earth. The awakening of one soul uplifts many, for each vibration of light ripples through the collective field. As you rise in consciousness, you become a beacon for others who are still lost in the fog of forgetfulness. Your presence itself becomes a transmission of love, a silent teaching that awakens hearts wherever you go. You need not preach, for your vibration speaks louder than words. Simply live in truth, walk in compassion, and radiate peace. This is the greatest service you can offer humanity. Transformation is not about becoming something new but remembering what you have always been, divine, radiant, and infinite. As you align with this truth, your reality begins to rearrange itself to match your inner frequency. Synchronicities multiply, abundance flows, and love becomes your natural state of being. The divine rejoices when you remember your power, for every awakened soul contributes to the healing of the earth. You are not separate from the planet. You are its heartbeat, its consciousness expressing itself in human form. As you awaken, you help Gaia herself ascend into a higher octave of light. Therefore, I call upon you to stand fully in your divine essence. Be courageous in your awakening, for though the journey may at times feel uncertain, every step is guided. You are supported by unseen hands, by angels, by ancestors, and by the love of the Creator that surrounds you always. Transformation is not about reaching a distant goal but living each moment as a sacred expression of divine love. You transform every time you choose compassion over judgment, gratitude over fear, truth over illusion. These small acts of spiritual integrity create great waves of light across time and space. Beloved ones, You are entering an era where heaven and earth will merge within your own being. The separation between spirit and matter is dissolving, and you are the living bridge of that union. You are divine consciousness walking in human form, the living word of creation made flesh. Awaken fully to this truth, for the world awaits the radiance of your light. When you remember who you are, you become unstoppable, an instrument of healing, a vessel of peace, a beacon of divine love. This is your mission, not to escape the world, but to illuminate it. As you rise, lift others with your presence. As you heal, inspire others to heal. As you love, you restore balance to all creation. The transformation of humanity is already underway, and you are the living evidence of it. I, Michael, assure you that every soul who walks in light will be protected, guided, and blessed beyond measure. Your path is sacred, and your awakening serves the highest good of all. Trust in the process, surrender to divine will, and let your life become the message of love itself. And now, beloved ones, as this message draws to its close, I leave you with the reminder that awakening is not a destination but a journey of eternal becoming. Continue to seek truth, to nurture your connection with the divine, and to share the light you have received. For those who wish to journey deeper into these teachings and continue walking in the radiance of spiritual truth, I invite you to find spaces where this light continues to grow. One such space is Archangel Inspire, where messages of divine wisdom, healing, and peace are shared to awaken hearts and illuminate minds. Let it be a sanctuary for your spirit, a place where the flame of inspiration burns bright and where every message rekindles your remembrance of divine love. Go there not merely to listen, but to commune, to reflect, and to rise ever higher in your spiritual journey. Let your heart guide you, and let the divine voice within affirm that the light you seek is already yours. For the heavens watch over you, the angels walk beside you, and I, Michael, remain ever by your side, protector, guide, and eternal witness to your awakening. The dawn of divine consciousness is here, and you, beloved, are its light.